Morning, everybody. This is Max Farrell from DexFxMarkets.com here on the 2nd of June, 2020. At the top of the hour, I kind of came in. I didn't want to record while I was doing my trades. I just wanted to kind of show you what we were doing. We got into this system for 121.52 at this little hilt where we knocked off the top lines here to be at this level. We are pushing it. If we do explode past that area, what we're going to do is do a one-to-one risk to reward relationship to pop back in, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to be okay sitting at even at 52. We should be just fine. So we're going to come back in roughly around 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes to the last few minutes here. If we do any major changes, I'll pop back in, but that should be it. We got in for this Euro JPY at 121.52. A little strong on that. I really wanted to be sort of up in this area, but we had a lot of choices. It's 10 pips apart on the Euro JPY at this process, so we're looking at pretty good here. If we do get to a one-to-one, like up to it, if it does go out of the money, that kind of stuff, then we'll kind of play with it at that point. But as it sits right now, we're looking pretty strong to bounce off of that area and come back down. We will push out just a little bit, but unless it gets to a one-to-one, I'm really not looking to do anything strong just yet. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. All right, so we're back. It is right around 19 minutes left. We're down to 42, about 10 pips off. If we jump over, we can kind of see that it came up and pushed to our level. It's going back towards the mean. It's going to curl over for a little bit. This is where we're kind of hoping that we're going to be staying for the time. I did for a second put on 2 contracts for $75 profit. They did not, I say repeat, did not get bought up. We are a little close on this system, right? As far as like the Euro JPY, being too close to here for it to bounce back up if we're going to be heading here. But you can see we're getting this little turnover on the average coming off, right? Because I think we're going to hill out, be here, right around in this area. But we were really super close with that process. I could have bought 2 more at $60 profit, but I decided not to at that point, since we are sort of dropping down pretty far. I'm going to come back right around the last couple minutes so you can see the win. This is 2 contracts, 25, giving us a $50 win for now, $75 day so far on the win, in the win columns today for the 2nd of June. I'll probably call it the day there. I average out about $100 a day in my process trading, about 20 days a month. So I'm making about $2,000 a month, and I'm doing it very lightly. Okay. There are times when I can probably hit $130 to $300 a day, depending on the day itself. If I know that I'm not going to get a lot of trading done at certain times. This is an NFP, the non-farm paywall week as well. It's the first Friday of every month is. So I'm probably not going to be able to trade tomorrow at a particular time. Definitely not trading tonight because there's a lot of USD news. So that's where I'm basically at right now. I'm about to leave the office too. I'm trying to scope whether or not I scalp out of this and just get a quick $30 win and get on to my next solution here, or do I leave it? And that's always a question for you as you go. I don't think it's going to. This is a big bar. About 10 pips in this process, and could it raise back up to it? Absolutely. I think it's going to come down here, drop into this level, kind of play back up to here again, and sort of finish out pretty close. So it could be over the next 3 bars, get back up into this area and be very close to that process. So sitting at $30 because it's a $50 profit times 70%. You'll see that it's $35 right in that area. I could take my 70% and take my win, and this would give me a $55 win day instead of lose the $20 that's in that process. So, but again, it's still hovering in that area. So I'm going to stay where I'm at, be about 10 pips off. I can kind of see that as it comes back down. 1, 2, 3. I'm looking at, even if it were to do that. 38 to 43, about 5-6 pips. So I think we'll be fine in that area. No real big bars except over here, and this was during some news earlier. All right, so I'm going to pause the video and be back, try to be back towards the end. If not, then I'll show you the win-loss in a final wrap-up video. All right, so we're back. I wanted you to kind of see that the volatility of this pair right at the end, there's always this opportunity, right? So sitting at $40 profit margin on a $50 profit margin system, that's sitting like 75%. So what this means is that they're trying to bait you into buy out of that process, right? So 50 times usually about 70% of what that's left usually is $35, right? So they're a little high right there. So, but that's okay because that's what they want to do. They want to get you out in the last couple minutes here. We're just about 8 pips off of it losing. So now 7 pips, right? So it could still fail in the last minute, of course. Anything can happen. And this is where I usually do not like, you know, on these videos, I'm sitting here watching it, but I try not to get involved in the last part of it. Once I make the decision, if there are times that I do need to watch it, like if I know that it's going to be tested, I'll come back periodically, maybe on the 15-minute, and have a look. See, right now it's like it's being tested right now, sitting at 46 down the last 40 seconds. Got 37 seconds left. It's going to try to charge to that area. Now, if we were any tighter, this was a really tight trade, by the way. This was really at the level, about 5 pips off, 20 seconds left. 4 pips off now. It's probably going to stutter right here just for a second. We got 10 seconds left. It's nerve-wracking. All the pairs off, 3 pips away. 3, 2, 1, and winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, that's that. But as you can kind of see, right up against the market, exactly where we thought that it was going to go, and it's pushing off of this zone again into this process. And again, what is this creating? It's creating a just another pressure point right here. That's all this is doing, pressure point right here, right? Now we have another arrow down from this level. Now I would give this some girth. I would come all the way up to here because we're creating that pressure. And I think this pressure now is going to lead back down here. And I'm going to put a little circle right here where I think the next trade from here would be on. I'm not going to get into it because I have to get going and I don't want to sit and watch this trade. But I'm going to leave that there and we'll come back later next time and do that. I'm Max Farrow. This is DexFxMarkets.com. That was a $25, actually it was a $50 win right there. $75 for the day. I'll show you what that looks like here. We're going to pull the transcripts up, hit the view. You see that 200 and 100. So $75, so $25 win there and a $50 win here. So $75 for the day. That brings my total, let's see, $930 for the week so far since Sunday night. So not doing too bad. Loving life with this system. I'll be back probably not tomorrow to trade, but to show you what it looks like to be looking at that area during that trading time, since there is a lot of news that's happening in that process. Okay, we have a couple more things that we'll be dealing with Dex Fx Markets, with new strategies coming out for the Dex Atomic, and I can't wait to get those in your hands. I'm Max Farrow. This is Dex Fx Markets. We'll see you next time, and as always, trade well.